Hey guys, it's Sandy, and today I have got a Jeffree Star haul. I don't really want to say haul because it's only one item, but I got it. Basically, he did a live at the end of May. It was a really big live. It was like 8 hours long, something like that. They were doing like flash deals. They kept having all these deals, and it was through he went live on TikTok. It's through TikTok Shop, and tons of great deals. And if you were a first-time buyer, TikTok also gave you like a 50% off coupon. It did have stipulations, like it was only up to like $25 off. So like if you bought something that was like say $60, instead of it being 50% off, it would only be $25 off. You know what I mean? So like, so if you bought something that was over 50 bucks, it just knocked $25 off the price. But if you bought something that was under, obviously it would give you half. So that was pretty cool. Plus, if you were a first-time buyer, TikTok had like special prices too. So there would be like the actual price it usually is. Then there would be like for example, during part of the sale, he put blood, I think it was blood sugar, blue blood, and blood money. I think all three of those were on sale for anyone for $25, because I think that's what he put them down at, is 25 bucks. But if you were a first-time buyer, the TikTok Shop special price for first-time buyers was $12.50, plus you would have that coupon for another 50% off of that. So you could get them for $6. Like $6 or $6.50. It was like $6. So you know what I mean? So I was looking at some things and I was like, I kind of want to buy that. But I didn't buy anything. So I was like, I want to see, like, I was waiting for that one thing that like really spoke to me. And then he put the Scorpio palette up there. All right. And I was like, yep, that's what I want. He goes, this is going to be on sale. You know, we've never put this one on sale before because it's a newer palette. And I don't remember what the sales price for everybody was on that. But the TikTok Shop, like first buyer exclusive price was like $18 and some change, like $19, something like that. So when I got my 50% off, I got it for $9.20. I got the Scorpio palette, a $62 eyeshadow palette, for $9.20 from the TikTok Shop, because I was like smart with my coupon. And then it was free shipping for that entire live. I think they're doing a thing like for the summer where they're giving free shipping for all summer, but because a lot of things I've been seeing keep saying free shipping. So it was $9.20 for the palette. I got free shipping, and then after tax it was like $12.80 for a $62 eyeshadow palette. So, and I finally got it. I'm assuming, basically, I also got, because this was so delayed, I actually did get a $10 coupon from TikTok Shop too that I'm planning on using. I have my eye on something else. Not from a Jeffree Star shop, but like not from Jeffree Star shop, but from a different shop. I have my eyes on another product I'm thinking about, because with a $10 off coupon it'll be pretty cheap. So I'm like, thinking about that. But yeah, so TikTok Shop does have like a thing where they are supposed to have your item shipped, already out, like shipped and everything, like tracking number shipped, everything within 3 days. And that didn't happen with Jeffree Star's thing. So one, I had gotten a thing. There's like, oh, it hasn't shipped yet. It's been over I think it was like on the 4th day. They're like, it has 6 days, and if it doesn't ship, we're canceling your order. And I was pissed. I was like, they best freaking not. And I guess a lot of people got this. And apparently Jeffree handled it somehow, and nobody's order is supposed to be getting canceled, and everyone's order is still going to ship out, which is great. Like I said, I just got mine. I got it last night. I got it yesterday, but I just didn't have time to film yesterday. So I've opened it and I've looked at it, but I haven't like swatched it or anything yet. I wanted to wait for this video. And so that was really great that he was able to do that. And I understand why TikTok does that, because I was talking to my husband about it, and I was like, it sucks. I was like, but I get it, because it's supposed to help protect people from like you know, scammers and stuff like that. So I get it, but apparently Jeffree Star broke so many records with that live. He got like, I think he said there was like it was either right at 100,000 or a little over 100,000 orders for that live, which broke a record. The amount of likes he got on that live broke records. I think the amount of shares he got broke records. I don't know if the amount of viewers broke records, but just the amount, like, but those, like, he broke records, so it was like crazy. But anyway, this came packed really nice too, so like, I mean, it was very, like, it was taken care of, so it wasn't gonna get busted. I didn't get any cool like cards or anything, like his like the postcards. I didn't get any of those advertisement cards, but I don't collect those like some people do. The only thing is my unicorn is ripped a little bit, but I don't care because I don't keep it. I did put it back in here after I checked to make sure it's okay to like, so I could show you guys the box. Like I said, this is a newer palette, so it never goes on sale and is never eligible for the sales. I like the sand. I like the scorpions because it's like the Scorpio palette. This is what the palette looks like. It is, what is this shape? A trapezoid. It's like a trapezoid shape where it like is wide here and little here. It's got the little clasp, but the clasp is cool. It looks like a scorpion tail. And all of this feels different. Like this right here actually feels like kind of rough, and then this is like matte, and then like the scorpions feel like they're glossy or shiny, and they are. If you look, they're like more glossy, and the Scorpio right here is glossy. Open it up. Take the little plasticky thing off. And it looks like this. It's so pretty. I've been wanting this since it came out. I haven't taken my little protector off my mirror yet. I'll do that in a little bit. But I have been wanting this forever. I know I don't use a ton of like colors. I'm more of a neutral person. But I love the neutrals in this one. And for some reason, I think the newest palette he has that actually he has singles for, he only has them for like a handful of palettes. He doesn't have singles for like the newer ones. So that kind of sucks, but like I really like all the neutrals in here. Like the top row, especially this row right here. So good. And then like just, I mean, these ones are mostly purple. The second row is mostly purples, but like they're like nice. And I like those. I like the colors. I really, really do. I really like the color story. I like all of it. And I just know, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of the 15. Wait. 20. There's 20 eyeshadows in here. Why do I think this is only a 15 pan palette? No, there's more than that. This is a 24 pan palette. I don't know why I thought it was like an 18 pan. But yeah, so there's 8 shimmers in here, which I love because I love his no wait, there might be even more. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. No, there's 10. How did I miss that? Anyway, I'm gonna get the swatch in because I'm already 10 minutes in and I haven't done nose swatching yet. So as always, I will swatch them one row at a time, show off the swatches, talk about the formula, and then clean them up and let you know about like any kind of staining or anything like that. I know it looks a little different because I am filming in a different spot. I'm in my, I call it the playroom. I'll tell you while I swatch. It's our playroom for our kids. It's nothing special. It was the dining room in our house. But we don't use it. We didn't use it as such. We never were going to, so we basically set up, there's a couch in here, just a little like 2-seater love seat couch. Our kids is another TV and like our switch and stuff. Also my treadmill is in this room. And wow, these feel amazing and the colors are gorgeous. Okay, so this is the first row. Damn it. Okay, so this is the first row, starting with this color right here. This is Scorpio Energy. It's kind of like a nice purpley color. Then we have this Star Aura. That is so pretty. Then we have this one, which is Diva Lynn. This one, which is Privacy. This one, which is Psychoanalyze. And this one, which is, I think it's supposed to say Stinger, but it's spelled different. But I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be pronounced Stinger. So those are all super pretty. They all swatched out beautifully. Of course, his shimmers are so soft, creamy, buttery. His matte, so same, just amazing. If I had to pick a favorite color, I really liked Stinger. And for like the shimmers, I don't know, I liked all 3 of the shimmers like a lot, but I think if I had to pick a favorite, it would be Psychoanalyze. All right, so I'm going to pause, take this off, and then we'll see if it leaves any kind of anything on my hand. All right, I am back, and here is my hand. I can see a teensy tiny little bit of shimmer still on there, but really pretty clean. So next up, we are going to do this second row right here. These feel so nice. Like, I can't get over it. I mean, I can. I always expect this level from my Jeffree Star palettes. So I mean, it's not like I expect anything to be bad because I know it won't be. Because his stuff is always so good. I mean, come on. And I love these tones in this one. Like, these tones are just super. That one, it wasn't necessarily, that one's a little bit softer. I wouldn't, you know, I didn't go in any harder, but it almost felt like I did because it left like a bigger dent in the pan, and I'll show that off too. So here is the second row. My fingers are a little bit stained from certain colors, particularly that one and this one. But so starting off on this row, this first one right here is Originality. This really dark one is November 15th, and that's one that stained my finger a little bit. And then we have Spirit Realm, Powerful Presence, and Single-Minded. Single-Minded isn't crumbly, but it feels like it's a little softer than the other ones, because like I did my normal swatch where I just kind of swatch in the corner, and it really put like a dent in it, so I think it's just a little bit softer. And then this one is Fearless. That is the one that kind of stained this finger a little bit, and that one almost felt a little harder than the others. So I mean, of course I know different colors, different formulations, but that is that row. I think if I had to pick a favorite, I really liked Powerful Presence right here, and Spirit Realm, but they were all super pretty. All right, so I'm gonna pause, take this off, and we'll see how bad any of this stains my hand, if it does, or how easy it is to get off. Okay, I am back. Here is my hand, and here are my fingers. There's a little tiny bit, and I don't know how well it's shown on my camera, but there's a little tiny bit of staining right there, just where that really dark November 15th color was. It did kind of stain a little bit, and then like it didn't really want to come off my finger either. It's just when I'm done swatching. Now when I do swatch, like the only thing I do is I just wipe them with a dry paper towel, and then I have like a damp paper towel with just water on it. I don't use any kind of like makeup removers or anything like that when I do these videos, just so I can see how everything is. And then after I'm done, obviously that's when I'll go in with like some makeup remover to really clean it up. All right, so now we're gonna do this row number 3. I was so excited when I got this because, like I said, I've been wanting it since it came out, and to be able to find it, not really find it because like but to just stumble upon his live like that, because like I didn't even know it was going on. I know he had made like a post about it, but I don't really watch lives too much on TikTok. So when he said it, I was like, oh, okay, cool, like, whatever. And then while I was scrolling on my TikTok and I showed up, I was like, you know what, I'll look for like a couple minutes, it'll be fine, like it'll be cool. And then like when I noticed like he was having such good deals and everything like that, like I kind of got like suckered into watching all of it. So that's just kind of how it happened. All right, here is this third row. I will say this is probably my least favorite row, only because, you know what, I don't want to say that. Like, I kind of do want to say that, but I still really like the colors. It's just, I know like this red, maybe this purple and this blue, they're not, that one's a little I don't know how well I'll use this row, but it's still really pretty. So I don't want to say least favorite. These are my fingers afterwards. They are obviously a little stained. This one's got some really high pigment colors. This row is starting with this one. This is Intimacy King. Then the shimmer, the only shimmer in this row is called Loyalty, and it's my favorite shadow in this row. It is so pretty. And then this one is Harsh. This red is called Sex Slayer, and it's probably my least favorite color in the whole row, but that's just because I'm not a big like red like this person. This one is called Star Camel, and this blue is called Moon and Sagittarius, and that blue is actually really pretty. I don't use a ton of like blues, but that one's really, really pretty. Like I said, my favorite color is probably this shimmer color called Loyalty, and my least is probably this red called Sex Slayer, just because I'm not a big red person. But I still really like this palette, obviously, and I still really like the row. The colors are super pretty. I really like Star Camel as well. All right, so let me pause and take this off, and we'll see how it stains, or if it doesn't stain, or how easy it comes off. All right, I am back. Here are my fingers, stained a little bit still. And here is my hand. You can't really tell on camera, but I can see it. Like, I have a little bit of like a pink cast on my hand from like the reds, where they like didn't want to come off super easy. But I can't, like I said, you can't really see it on camera, but I can see it on myself. So, but there's a little bit, but it's not terrible. And then now we're gonna swatch this last row right here, row number 4. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still in shock I got this for so cheap. These colors are so pretty. All right, last one. All right, here is the last row. It's so interesting seeing all the rows like by themselves, because like this one almost doesn't, like when you see this row like with everything, like yeah, okay, cool, but when you see it just swatch just this row just by itself, it almost feels like it doesn't belong. It's interesting. Here are my fingers, and I really like this row. It's really pretty. I'm starting with this color. This one is Garden Grove. This one is Secretive. This one is called Ego Death. This blue shimmer is called Abstract Love. This kind of blue-gray kind of shimmer is Pluto's Touch. And this blue right here is called Deep Wisdom. They are all really pretty. I think my favorite color, my favorite shimmer is the Pluto's Touch. And then out of these ones, I think my favorite color might actually be Garden Grove. Abstract Love and Deep Wisdom, I feel almost look like they belong in like the Blue Blood palette because they're blue, and this one reminds me of a color that's in the Blue Blood palette. But I think they're super pretty. I really like them. They swatch really nicely. They're super pretty. I'm so excited to have this. So I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna take this off, and we'll see if these deep blues stain, because for me, I've noticed with Jeffree Star's eyeshadows, the ones you're gonna have kind of a problem getting off are gonna be his darker colors, obviously, but it's like the purples and the blues, or like the reds, I think are like the ones that are like the worst to get off. So let's see. All right, I am back. Here on my fingers, they are still stained from several of the colors, and here is my hand. Again, I don't know how well you can see, but like I do have some blue like here, and like I do have some colors that just didn't want to come up. But overall, again, here's what the inside looks like. It is so pretty. I cannot wait to play with this a little bit. Yeah, there's a couple colors that I'm not like crazy about, obviously. Mostly like this red and like these two blues, you know, and maybe this purple and maybe this blue too. Like there's a couple colors where I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get much use out of them, but there's enough colors in here that I really like the entirety of the first row and like the majority of the second row, and then also, you know, a couple from the other rows too. Like there's enough in here that I know I'll use and I know I'll get some use out of, that I am like super excited to try this out. I'm super excited to see how this goes on the eyes. I'm curious to see how this will fit in my drawer for my eyeshadow palettes, just because of the interesting shape, because like I said, it's gonna have to either go. Sorry about that, someone pulled into my driveway, but they were just turning around, but I was just like, what? Because I wasn't expecting anybody. The car didn't look familiar, so I was like, because I have a window right here. This is why this room gets so much natural light. There's a big window right here, and it goes out to, like, you can see my driveway. I have like one of those like privacy things over it, so you can't really see inside. You can kind of see outside, but not really. But I could tell someone pulled in the driveway. It looked like an SUV, and like nobody I know has an SUV of that color. So I was like, but you can't really see inside, which is nice. But you know, it's a nice. They're cool. Anyway. This palette, I am curious to see how this will go into my drawer, like if I'm gonna have to sit it like this, because I couldn't sit it this way because the clasp, but I'd have to either sit it this way or sit it like down flat. So we are going to have to like see how I'm gonna put that in there. But I am excited, like I said, to try this out and to see if like the colors that I really like the most, like some of my favorite shades, I'm excited to see how they're gonna look like on my eye, how they're gonna work on my eye, stuff like that, because you know, palettes can be weird. You know, a shadow might swatch beautifully and swatch really well, but for some reason when you actually go to use it, it's garbage. I don't think any of these shadows will be garbage or anything like that, because Jeffree Star's formula is probably my favorite, but I do know that things happen, and sometimes, you know, a shadow is just a miss. So now, just because everyone likes it, satisfying. Alrighty, so that is my video. I am going to put this up and try to plan my looks, and yeah, I will be soon with more content, you know, more nail videos, more of this, you know. Let me know if there's anything you want to see in particular. Let me know. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.